Well, good morning, folks. As you can see, I still have 3 of the posts that I need for the greenhouse, but I'm missing the 4th. I've been waiting for the power company to pull another pole, but I still think they're kind of hung up with the hurricanes that went through. So it's already getting cold here. Before we get snow, before the weather gets really bad, I want to get that 4th post in. So what I'm going to do is go back today and harvest a red cedar tree to use here. I measured this post. The back ones are a little smaller than the front ones. This post, 3 feet up right here, is roughly 29 inches. So I'm going to be looking for a tree that 3 feet up is roughly 29-30 inches in diameter. And I need an 11-foot post, so we'll be looking for something that's nice and straight. And then this coming week, if I get that in today, I will start the work of plumbing, squaring everything up, maybe put a basic rim board at the bottom and the top to hold everything together. So it's a nice day today. It was like really cold this morning, 18-19 degrees, but it's warmed up a little bit. If I can get a tractor started, we're gonna go back, find a good cedar tree, get it up here and get it in the hole. So let's go back there and see what happens. All right, we made it back here. Just kind of browsing the selection at the moment. That one's about the right size, but that's got a crook. You see about 6 feet up there. That's decent, but a bit small. A little bit of a crook here. Big jog there. What about this guy? Wow, he's big. Probably a bit too big. Another nice one here. He's a brute. All right, this is the dude for sure. 3 feet up, definitely got the minimum. 29 inches diameter there. On up to 11 feet, looks good. I think this is our guy. The smell of that is just amazing. It's beautiful. Well, that was the opposite way we wanted it to go. Are you gonna fall the rest of the way or not? I get a chain on it and pull a little bit, see what happens. All right, that was ugly, but it's down. Not sure why it didn't go where I wanted it to go, but my guess is this probably has something to do with it. My back cut was not that level. And so I came in, you see this side tore out, that's the direction it went. That's probably what happened, but that is why I do not drop trees for a living. About 90% of the time they go where I want, but I always get this 10% that doesn't. Should have brought a wedge. Whew, there we go. Completely processed. We end up with one, yeah, I won't really count that, 2, 3 different rabbit snags. And then this pile of firewood, which you can see is not very much at all. That's the reason I never bother with red cedar for firewood. When it comes down to it, there's very little wood in it. It's almost all branch. But in what we're doing today, that's just fine. So I'm going to reconnect the chain onto that log. We'll drag it home and we'll see if we can get it in the ground. We can get through this ditch over there, we should be good. But the ditch is still a little bit wet. Whoa! It's called a clutch, you know. I'll go ahead and lift it all the way up. Get as much weight on the tires as possible. Heck yeah! Eight ends have more power than people give them credit for. Staying off that PTO, it looks like, too. A lot of work, but I think we ended up with a really nice post that should last. Well, it should outlast me for sure. See this where it was rubbing coming down the road. It should be pretty easy. See, it's not as heavy as those telephone poles for sure. It should be pretty easy for me to work this corner over there. And then the next time I happen to have help out here, probably take 2 or 3 people. We'll lift that end up, sink this end in the ground, and then the fun with this project will really start. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Can't wait to start on the actual greenhouse. So have a great week. If you've never smelled red cedar,